What's up, guys and gals, and welcome back to the Nerd Castle for the first episode in our coverage of Everspace. My name is Splattercat, happy to have you here today as we hang out for a little while and check out an indie game that I've actually had my sights on for quite some time, and I'm really happy to finally have access to the early version of the game. If you don't know about Everspace, it's basically kind of like FTL meets Freelancer meets Rebel Galaxy. It's got a lot of stuff going on, but at the end of the day, it is a roguelike in which you're trying to make it all the way through a system without getting your ass shot off. That's the ultimate goal, is just to keep your butt cheeks attached. So anyways, let's play some Everspace. I don't think you guys are interested in watching me play the game with a slowly rotating wallpaper in the background. Instead, we'll jump on in. I'm going to play in third person. I don't really care about the controller axis because I'm not going to be playing with a controller. I've got a keyboard available. Seems like a poor choice when you've got a keyboard, so I'm just not going to do it. Whee! Oh, it does control like Freelancer. Cool.
Further training. Activating automatic assistance. Stand by.
Assistance? I suppose I could use some pointers.
Alright, so we can move forward with up, backward with down, left and right mouse, do some other stuff. Let's float over to this green box. We can also boost with left shift. Oh, we can strafe. That's kind of interesting. So, our ship has dampeners, apparently, so that when we actually stop, There's no Newtonian gravity out here. Okay, so that's cool. I don't have to worry about, like, evening out glides or anything like that.
Well, that seems easy enough.
Shooting some targets, which you just spawned out of warp space, which is heresy. Alright, so we'll shoot.
Have shields. First, use the pulse laser to deplete their shields. When the shields are down, use the Gatling gun to inflict greater hull damage.
Okay, understood.
Never confuse the Gatling gun with the Catling gun. The Catling gun is completely different. It's basically just an overpowered cow launcher. And while that does sound like a lot of fun, PETA does not approve. Is there anything they do approve of, though? I mean, if we can't... Can we actually say that we're free as a people if we can't launch cows out of cow launchers at our enemies?
Missiles on the next targets. Set a target lock before shooting, so the missiles can home in.
I can't help but feel like in some ways we're being repressed. Middle mouse button, and then we fire a missile with the right button. Yeah, that was pretty awesome. How about we do that more frequently? Woo! That explosion was fun.
The next stage. I have created a jump target. Aim towards it and hold steady to leave the orbit. After each transit, your jump drive requires a cooling down phase. As soon as it is ready for another jump, I will create one.
Okay, let's go to the jump gate then. Green magic swirlies, take me somewhere else. Pachow! That was satisfying and I enjoyed it. Our ship is apparently over here. We need to upgrade the scanner perk to be able to see our threat levels. Position is here. Unknown risk. Okay, so we can just like jump around and do whatever we want. Nice. I mean, we're in the tutorial right now, so obviously we're restricted in some regards. But later on down the line, I assume we float wherever we desire.
Your fuel gauge. A substantial amount was consumed during transit. You should aim to refill the jump drive completely. There is a mineable asteroid nearby. Shoot at it to extract fuel.
Oh yeah, there it is. Well, you know I never complain about shooting at things. Shooting at things is one of my favorite activities. So let's blap this thing. So yeah, it does look like we blast chunks out of it slowly. How do we pick up the fuel? Oh, it just gets sucked into our hull when we go by. Okay. You just have to be in, like, some proximity to it. I'm just gonna keep shooting it. There we go. Huh? Did he just spit out, like...
Remaining well provisioned is key to survival in the cluster. Before leaving the orbit, it is recommended you explore the location for resources. To speed things up, use a scanning probe.
Okay, let's try it out.
Scanning probe. I probe you, Galaxy.
I have located a container at some distance. You might want to use the energized boost to reach it more quickly. But be careful. Collisions at such a high speed can be fatal.
I will keep that in mind. I have no desire to be a skid mark across the side of some asteroid.
Ah, resources.
And a weapon. But you don't have a free slot to install it. Decide.
So, apparently there's a beam laser that does better hull damage, but worse shield damage. Its energy consumption is better, but its range is poopier. Sure, why not? Then I guess we'll salvage our pulse laser just in case.
Whether you want to equip or salvage it. Resources are essential for crafting and upgrading your equipment. It appears, however, that we have exhausted our possibilities here. I suggest advancing to the next location.
Huh. Okay, well that seems like it's got a little bit of oomph to it. I like the way that the weapon feels weighty, like it slightly feels like your ship is moving backwards a little bit when you first start firing it. I like that a lot. It's just little bits of feedback like that that help you immerse yourself in a game and like really, really get into the motion of things. So we've got 3 scrap, 3 power cells, and 2 ore. Our character's name is apparently Brian Austin. It's a very average sounding name. I want to be the average guy in space. I'd be any guy in space, except for maybe like a booty prostitute. I don't know if I want to be a booty prostitute in space. I might just stay terrestrial if that's the case. Hey, you guys! A GMB fighter. What the hell is that? A light fighter. Okay. Is there anything in this area? Probe scan says that there's some kind of treasure over here. Let's go investigate that very quickly because I want it to be mine if it's awesome.
What's this mining outfit I'm registering?
Grady and Brunt Prospects, corporate behemoth and sole legitimate operator in the demilitarized zone. Their monopoly has ensured unchecked expansion. You will encounter their jump gates and mining drones frequently.
Man, who just stores $500? Like $500 in a box that's floating in space. Paranoid about your finances much? Like...
Well, that was dumb. Didn't you know all units in the direct vicinity will react negatively if you attack one?
Run!
See that now, thanks.
Jumping out of the system. Pacha! I didn't know that was their property. It looked like a space wreckage, so I figured I would just shoot it real fast. You know, teach it a lesson. Let it know who I am. Just be like, blap, blap. Hey, I'm coming through your neighborhood. You have reached the final location of the sector. Fly through the jump gate to go to the next sector. You won't be needing any fuel for the
Gates
jump.
are the primary method of travel between systems. These were built by Grady and Brunt Prospects for their mining drones to reach areas more efficiently.
Okay, thanks for the introduction. Now you want me to use this?
It is the only way to the next sector. So, yes.
Okay, well I suppose we'll go to the next sector then. I don't have any scanamajigs left. I don't have any of those little proby things, and I think my chances of finding anything awesome in this area without the probe is probably kind of low. There's a lot of flotsam and jetsam is all that I'm saying. There's a lot of like random debris around here. This zone is filled with detritus, and it's very, very difficult to sift through. So let's just go through this gate. Oh, I've actually got to travel through this one. Okay. That's fine. How do you know when you go through a gate like this that you're not just like, never mind. Like, I'm always kind of worried that, I don't know.
The next sector. Very good.
What's my objective?
Reaching your destination.
And where is that?
It's still a long way to go. You will understand more when we get there.
I would prefer more substance to your answers.
I don't know if I should actively be fighting things. Like, is that a good choice? I mean, I murdered that thing, so that's cool.
Base. Scavengers and raiders of every degree ply the demilitarized zone using these hidden structures to launch operations. I would advise caution on approach.
Maybe it's worth the risk.
I don't think so. We're getting our asses kicked right now. Boost out, boost out, boost out along the bottom of the asteroid. Here we go. Wow. Oh, nope, there was a ridge. I wasn't expecting that. I didn't think that was going to happen. All right, in between here, there we go. Right through that little nook, and then we're going to hide back here. We're going to hide and we're going to wait. Here we go. Ambush time. We're going to have the bushiest of ambushes. Oh, these dudes don't even know what's coming. They think they're about to mess with us. We're about to mess with them. This is my system, son. Nobody sets up pirate bases out here. So they got missile turrets? Oh, do we? Am I even hurting it? I can't tell if I'm hurting that turret. It seemed like I was for a second, but... I don't know if I'm... Oh, it's right there. That's why. Okay. Yeah, I appear to have taken some damage. I don't think that was worth it. I may have made poor decision-making skills. Luckily, there's lots of places to hide, so... No! My ass! Man, this is a hostile universe. Everybody wants to kill you out here. We made $500, though. That's pretty rad. Goodbye, Brian Austin. It was a good try. So it looks like we can buy perks or something while we're in here. We get primary weapon slots. The amount of different devices your ship can carry unlocks consumable slots, primary weapon slots. We can also get the total energy capacity, the total shield capacity, and the amount of credits found, and also increases your rare loot chance. Gives you additional information on the star map. We've also got hull hit points. I'm going to go for some shield upgrades. I think like a shield upgrade and like maybe... Do I get like a weapons booster or anything in here? Let's just take the hull for right now, and maybe it'll work out at the end of the day. Our sensor range is a little bit dookie, but I don't mind that. Let's launch. I think this game is supposed to be like Fire and Forget. Like, you're supposed to play this for like 8 minutes, get wrecked, and then come back and be like, alright, I'd like to try again.
This time I'll make it.
Well, hey, be positive, man. Be positive. I'm sure it'll go okay. I don't know if...
Independent operators with varying affiliations profiting from trafficking, extortion, illegal weapons trading, piracy, clone smuggling.
Maybe they have something I need.
Maybe. Oh, I should not be wasting rounds like this. Can I kill one? Give me the Gatling. Oh, I gotta put the reticle on this little circle over here. There we go. I shot one down. Hell yeah. I don't think I've shot anything down just yet. An energy injector, Mark II, and a little bit of fuel. Is there anybody else trying to actively murder me right now? Fire missiles! Fire the missiles! Oh man, you guys are everywhere, aren't you? Alright, I'll give you some missiles too. If you want to catch a piece, you want to catch a piece of this pie, it's fresh out the oven, son. Oh wow, he's moving. Okay. There it is. Is that all of them? Are they down? I need those credits, though. Those credits are sexy, and I desire them. The more money I have from murder, the better my chances are of meeting space women. Scanning probe. Okay. What else we got in here? Ow. It's not just visually striking, it's physically striking us, and it hurts, and I don't want to do this anymore. This place is terrifying. Ow!
Nice and simple.
So how do I get away from the thing that is currently happening? I'm not so sure that... Aw, man. Forget you, buddy. Forget you. How you just gonna ride up on me like that? I wasn't even messing with you. And see, now you're dead. Do you regret your decisions? I would feel at least a little guilty if I was you. By attacking just a poor innocent person. Ooh. I like crafting and upgrading. Crafting and upgrading make me very happy. So what is this over here? That's a comms hub. Does it do anything? I'm gonna do my best. I actually need like a safety for my guns or something so I don't accidentally click. I assume that I can fly in here. Oh, I can hack it? I guess I've hacked a communication hub.
Probably ascertained. Hacking comm hubs has its benefits.
At least it saved me from wasting another probe.
Oh, shit. People are very, very invested in our murder right now. I would love to find... obstacle in the way. Shit, here we go. Come on, get me out of here! Yay! We survived a single sector! We're the best. I can travel in between these. Let's go to the middle one. You can take the high road, I'll take the low road. It's what I'm accustomed to. It's what I'm accustomed to. So how do I fix my ship? There's mineable ore over there. There's mining drones on that side. Did they get mad if I mine off these? Like, do they get upset if I mine this? I don't think that they do. I mean, there's a lot of asteroids out here, and it seems sort of like a benign thing to get upset about. So there's a GMB freighter. I'm going to scan the sector for anything that might be useful. Looks like we've got a container over there, a tech container over there, some kind of container over here. Let's investigate them. Let's find out what treasures await us. So I'm going to go down.
You are acquiring a taste for cast-offs, by the looks of things.
3 nanobots. Okay. Maybe those are crafting materials? I wouldn't really know. I'm not sure if I'm supposed to spend all my time mining or what I'm supposed to be doing out here. Oh man, there's an outlaw on me. But I can't really, like, shoot at him. Because he had something behind him that belonged to GMB and I didn't want to get in trouble. As long as I don't hit GMB assets, we should be totally fine. He dropped a processor, some power cells, and some fuel. We are going to need to mine fuel at some point, so maybe we can find like a fuel spot to get that done with. It seems like they give you like a series of just like little self-contained adventure zones. A drone override. Hell is a drone override? Instead of a scanning probe, when activated, influences drones within a certain range to fight on your side for a certain amount of time. That's pretty badass. I think I need to increase the amount of slots I can carry stuff in. Is there anything else around here we might be enamored with? There's a container over here. Some more nanobots. I assume that's a resource that we're going to need for crafting or something like that, because it's got all of the familiar looks. We got mineable gas over here. What does it do? But it's not fuel. This is actually specifically just gas for crafting. Okay. Well, there you go. We've mined some fartstone. That's what I'm going to call it from now on. That's its fantasy name. I have mined forth the fartstone for the great lord of my land. Onwards! You know, part of me wants to use the energized boost.
Service station. Do you know what happens in a service station?
I thought I asked the questions here.
Do you?
Refuel, trade parts.
You're learning.
Ooh, a scattergun. Let's see here. It does like no shield damage, shoots several low-range projectiles simultaneously, even more when charged to the maximum. Because of its high spread, it is best used in close combat. So I would swap that with my full charge at projectile 6. Its range is 620 meters. Doesn't do a ton of shield damage, but it does do a lot of hull damage. So it's 38 per second against hull. I mean, all in all, what we have appears to be better, so I'm just going to salvage it. Yeah, give me some materials. So we've got a GMB container over there. There's mineable ore on that side. Where is this service station they were talking about? Is it this guy right here, this big green thing? Let's go fly through and find out. Oh, okay, so we can repair from right here. That's going to cost us 200 bucks. That's not very much that it repaired, but sure. And then right here, what is this? A refuel station. Don't think we need that just yet. A resource shop. So, we receive, we give. So they want to trade processors for money. They want to trade power cells for money. Or no, I receive. So I give them 410, I get 9 processors. Or I give them 500 bucks and I get power cells. Okay. That makes sense. I'd love to see that UI change a little bit, though. Obviously, early access. Can't really complain about it just yet because the game just came out in early access, so who's locked on to me? They better rethink that poor life decision. They better phone in and apologize. Oh, like hell you did. Uh-huh. Exactly. Oh. Trying to get in that little lock-on zone. There we go. He's got 500 bucks on him. I'm going to go ahead and help myself to that. Thank you very, very much. Is there anything else floating around that requires my attention? Got mineable gas, mineable ore, and all that sort of thing. I don't think we have too much more around here. I was going after this container over here. I wanted to know. Oh, that's a pirate shooty thing. Oh, shit. Can I destroy the entire pirate base? Like, if I go in on this ship, can I blow it up? So we wiped out a couple of their turrets. I do like how the hard points are destructible. Like, will it die if I go in on it and I, like, light it up? It doesn't appear to be taking any particular strain of damage. Like, because it just floats unarmed. I'm disappointed by that, though. I wanted to destroy somebody's frigate. I wanted to ride up on their stuff, and they'd be like, oh my god, who is this sexy bat out of hell who is firing so many bullets at me? I'm so angry at him for shooting me, but I also want to seduce him because he's so space beautiful. I'm like, well, you know, we're doing the Han Solo thing out here. I guess we can go to the next area, unless there's a plasma field. I don't want to be a part of that. Wait, what is all this over here? Did I leave a bunch of stuff back here? What got blown up over here? Something got blown up. You can tell from looking at it, this ship went apart. It's like a wreckage or something. There's no enemies over here, so I'm gonna help myself.
These giant shipwrecks. What are they?
Colonial fleet warships overwhelmed by Okar fighters during the war. You will find such wrecks scattered throughout the demilitarized zone.
Okay. I'll take free stuff at no charge. Is this pulsator better than the one that I have? It's the exact same gun. Alright, so we'll go ahead and we'll salvage it real fast. We'll get some more parts so that we can do some crafting whenever it is that we die. There's some heavy missiles over here. Is a heavy missile better than a light missile? A slow but very deadly long-range homing missile that deals massive hull damage and considerable shield damage. Keep your distance, though. The explosion does splash. But if it's slow, I'm going to salvage it. Like, if I end up fighting, like, bigger ships, like corvettes and things, then yeah, something like that would be great because you want to use them on ships that can't get out of the way. But there's no reason to fire, like, heavy torpedoes at something that can easily get out of the way of it and just be like, haha, you missed. And I don't want to feel like a jackass today. Let us teleport onwards and into the warp for more adventures! I'm disappointed that it doesn't go when I go through the gate. All I ask is for bare minimum sound effects. A recording of my voice that goes every time I go through the gate. We have enemies, and they are close.
This is bad.
Yeah, you think? How much do you enjoy being shot at would be the question here. Oh, I fired a missile on accident. But it looks like it locked up eventually.
About this end of the galaxy.
Cluster 34, also known as the Beltagrades. A group of systems approximately 1,000 light-years from the Sol system. Mapped to precision in the 24th century, but unexplored by colonials until the 30th. Demarcation lines between colonial and native Okar interests are still in dispute.
So basically, like, I'm on the edge of what might be a war zone very, very soon. Let's see. Plasma mines will explode when moving objects are enclosed, doing shield and hull damage. That's cool if I could hold it, but I like my scanning probes. I don't really think I need to probe up in this area. Actually, I might need some gas. Finding a refueling spot would probably be a smart idea. Yeah, let's probe up. So we got tech containers over there. Got lots and lots of gas. A little bit of ore floating around, but not... Ooh, credits, too. Somebody got shot at over here. This is like coming across the remnants of a mugging, and like all the money and everything else is still laying around. Oh, but there's zappy shit over there. I don't want to go into zappy shit. What is that slightly blue glowing thing? Can I shoot it? Doesn't appear to be affecting it much. There's gas to take care of down here. Tech containers on this side. Alright. Well, I'm not going to fly into the plasma cloud or whatever the hell that is. Because that reeks of heresy. Got 6 compound. A compound of what? Got light missiles, a level 2 shock rifle. Oh man, don't bump me like that. Why are you messing with my life right now? So a shock rifle emits instantly hitting beams of energy in quick succession, and it's level 2. I want that. I want that very, very badly. So let's swap that and we'll salvage our old gun. Sorry, old gun, you just aren't what you used to be. We also have a shield charge. We have some light missiles over here. I guess I'm full up on those, so we'll salvage them. Oops, that was not what I meant to do. Well, that is super unfortunate.
Key ship component is damaged. It is recommended you fix it before your next encounter.
So what essentially happened is I tapped R too many times while I was trying to swap the gear, and then it boosted me straight into the side of the wall. That's unfortunate. That's very, very unfortunate. They may want to make it so that you hold down R before the booster goes off. Like maybe holding it down for 1.5 seconds makes it go off, and then a tap. Either that or they need to put the swap on a different key so that that doesn't happen right there, because I was hitting R and I wasn't sure that it swapped, and it boosted me into a wall. Not mad. This is the sort of game you're apparently meant to play over and over, and this gives us an opportunity to go to the hangar, and then we can also mess around with our credits. I don't know how we craft. We got blueprints over here. So for secondary weapons, there are blueprints. I assume that maybe we find blueprints around. We still got perks, though. It's not that bad. Let's go with device slots for right now, because having extra devices seems nice. I would say shield capacity would be the next thing I would go for. Although sensor range would probably be good, too. That costs 1,000, though. Our maximum speed can be increased as well. Let's maybe stick with... Oh, cool. That unlocks things over here, too. Okay. I would like just to have more slots for, like, random inventory items, because I haven't been able to carry anything with us. My name is Splattercat. This game is called Everspace. After a somewhat rocky start, I think we should be good for the next episode to take this thing out. Our next character is Jamie Underwood. I'm going to assume Jamie's female until further notice. I will see you on the next episode of Everspace. It was a lot of fun. We got killed by a lot of shit, but you know what? I'm starting to figure out the rules of the galaxy. I'll see y'all next time. Bye, everybody.